is back, causing mass discussion. Can't you see them dad boys are casting? Testing competition on their podcast mission. Never know what you get. It's chaotic precision. If you don't know, you better find out the Dad Pack are here to prove a point. We three kings just believe that you don't want to tussle with them. This show is thunder. Subscribe and tune in, and you're laughing to the very end. Don't turn your back on the Dad Pack. Don't turn your back on the Dad Pack.
Put the kids to bed, dad's home. We are the DWO podcast, representing the dad world order. I am the handsome head of household, Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. And with me, as always, the rest of this patriarch pack. We've got the big bad bearded daddy. He is Big Rig Eric Maffey.
Honk if you hear me, baby. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. 10-4, good buddy. And he is the perpetual mid-Carter and the two-time world record holder. He is the wrestling t-shirt guy, Cephas.
Cowabunga indeed. It's day 1147. Rocking a Cesaro shirt and sipping my Red Bull from my Batman Forever Two-Face mug.
Bro, I got the whole set.
Are you really?
Yeah.
My
My buddy Craig, I was the best man in his wedding, and my best man gift was the Robin mug that completed my set.
well, never mind. I was going to ask if you wanted to sell them, but you can't sell that shit.
It's got emotional attachment to it now. Yeah.
Bro, I mean,
Dope, cool, right?
It's cool Scott.
Anyway.
Pretty dope. Well, as Mr. Magnificent said, we are the DWO podcast, and tonight we have with us a returning guest. He's been a while. He's been out of the game for a little bit.
Not the game.
But our boy is back. The one, the only, Dave of the Pro Wrestling Podcast. Sir, how the heck are you?
Guys,
That pop. Wow.
I'm happy to be alive.
Me too. I'm glad,
by the
glad
way,
you're cooking.
Side note, that intro, fucking sick.
Yeah.
Please, yeah.
Thank you.
That is so dope. Yo,
Bro,
shout out to Tusslemania for that. That
Right?
that was good. That was good. I love that.
Yeah.
Who did the
We're
intro?
working on doing
music?
different intros for all our styles of shows. We got one brewing right now that is looking like it's going to be really pretty
good.
fucking cool.
What-
So,
Who did the music?
me.
Awesome.
I
Yeah.
did.
Awesome.
That's my band.
Actually,
That's
All right.
that's Cephas singing.
Is it
that
really?
single
Yes.
is available
Don't
on
turn your back
Spotify and
on
Apple
the Dad
Music.
Pack.
Awesome. I gotta
yeah,
get
dude.
something like that.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
yeah, no,
you
it's
know-
been a while. Oh my god. Yeah, I needless to say, I missed you guys.
Miss you too, buddy.
And
Likewise, man.
what's going on, y'all? Look at everybody
Hey, hell
popping
yeah.
into the chat.
What up, Young Wolf? Our boy Ray. Glad to see you, Ray.
Pro Med. We like to call ourselves professional adjacent.
I really
Yeah,
think
Jason.
Tomato,
you're
tomato.
sure.
It's gonna be a
Yeah,
good shirt.
order podcast, professional adjacent.
We do need to make it a shirt for sure. So yeah, man, what's been going on? Just life, busy life and everything like that. I know we were talking a little bit beforehand, talking about like not being able to, catch shows and stuff like that. I know I've been there. It's very rare that I get to sit down and watch a full Raw or Dynamite or anything like that. It's usually just when I can.
I gotta say, with all the changes, yeah, it's just like impossible for me to keep up. I haven't watched one episode of Dynamite in 6 months now. With Raw being on Netflix, I don't have a Netflix account, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to watch that anymore.
Right.
Password.
Okay, I mean, we'll talk later. But then, it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of things are like uninteresting to me as far as what's going on. Nothing really is like
Nothing's
popping
pulling
out.
you in.
And you know
Yeah.
what's crazy is that I know what's going on only because people tweet about it. And
Yeah.
that's it. And you know how I do with the Instagram. Nothing's changed with that. So
Right.
any news that I get, I'm just as surprised as anyone else.
Yeah. I definitely feel like it is obviously the road to WrestleMania, and usually this time of year is really buzzing, and we kind of have a consensus of what's going to go down. But man, between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, there's a huge question mark between, point A and point B. And, with Elimination Chamber, there's so many names up in the air of who could come out of that and challenge, Cody at WrestleMania now. And a lot of them do make sense. Obviously, there's a few of them that are, kind of long shots, but, there is definitely a couple there would make some very interesting main events for WrestleMania. But I don't think that it has kind of the buzz that the last couple have had, with Cody finishing the story. I think we are in kind of a slight lull because of that, and it's, it's up to them to pull us back in and convince us otherwise.
I think part of it is that we're in a transition mode. We're in the Netflix era. We're in the TNA, having friendship with WWE era.
Yeah.
Everything's changed. So we're in this new, fresh zone. I think for the first time, and me not going to WrestleMania, it's really exciting for me to be at home and watching it, because for the first time, I think since like maybe WrestleMania 30, I have no fucking idea where they're going with anything. They have 2 matches announced, but it could be CM Punk versus Cena. It could be Cena versus Cody. It could be Cena versus Cody, and then Phil uses his little special favor from Paul, you know what I mean, to get into the main event. There's all kinds of different things that could be happening, and that's just with that alone, not to mention your tag team titles, not to mention your women's titles, your women's mid-card titles. I think this WrestleMania is shaping up to be big, you know what I mean? We have no idea where we're going with most things.
Jey Uso's winning the belt. I know that.
Has to. If not, my son's going to fucking lose his mind. My son is so I watch Monday Night Raw every Monday now live, because my son has found out that we will let him sleep in our room and stay up till 11 if he watches Raw every Monday. So
If
now
he makes it to 11.
Is it still 3 hours?
Not really. It's been going off at 10:30.
Okay, so
it's one of those things where sometimes it gets close to 3, and other times it's like 2:20.
Yeah.
It just kind of depends.
The first night was like 2 hours and 23 minutes, and I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, it just went off the air.
I need.
They said but they said it was going to be like that. They said, well, it'll be as long as it needs to be, basically.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do too.
I like that a lot. Although I will say, with
like
fucking New Day coming in and beating the shit out of what's his name at the end of Raw, why did they cut it off like that? Like, why did you know what I mean? I thought we were going to go as long as we needed.
There is something to that too.
I'm kind of with you on the, like, I have so many things going on in my life that I really need something to like pull me in to, watch religiously every week. And I think it's the age of social media too, where you see the clip online and you're like, okay, I don't need to watch the rest of the episode. I saw what happened.
Yeah.
I got the gist.
And that's no disrespect to anybody who wrestles. Like, I'm just...
Yeah,
just,
absolutely. Yeah.
It's just boring. I don't know. I felt that, and I'm not going to lie, I felt that way 7 months ago when I was, again, pulling back the curtain. When I was doing these live streams, I found myself like bored. Yeah. And I'm a huge there's no secret I'm a huge wrestling fan.
Right.
But
duh.
Duh. But there's just something about it. Watching it every week, I just go like this. And I'm just like, oh, I feel like I've seen this before. Anything I watch, I've seen this before. Just in different variations. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where, like, we grew up in the best decades. Like, we had, I guess, the best eras. You had your 90s, for me at least. You had your 90s era of wrestling, and then you had your early 2000s, where everything was just, they were trying to be so raunchy and so off the wall, but it was entertaining and it was new every time you saw it. Mm-hmm. Now, I think people are just playing it way too safe. And with that comes just predictable shit that everybody's seen a million times. And yeah, there's some cracks where you get like the best match ever. Or you get the best segment ever. But there's just like moments, they don't live in your head forever, like
It's-
they should. Like people still reference to this day Stone Cold Steve Austin promos.
It's
You know what
weird
I
you
mean?
mention that, man, because we're in like a renaissance for wrestling, but I also feel what you're feeling, man. It's almost like not that we've seen it before for me, but it's more like I know what's going to happen, and the things that I don't know what's happening are the things I really like the most. Like Jay Uso winning the champion or the Royal Rumble, that blew my fucking mind. I was in the crowd for that. As soon as it was those two left, I was like, oh, Cena's winning. Like.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that there was even a chance for Uso to win blew my fucking mind. So there's like this, we're in an unprecedented time where a tag team wrestler, a lifelong tag team wrestler, can become a potential world champion at a drop of a dime. But at the same time, at least it's not 2019. I'll give you that much. At least we're not dealing with the Fiend and his giant hammer and fucking dance offs and all kinds of weird shit. So
Yeah.
it's gotten better, but it's weird. It's a catch-22. It's hard to
Well,
describe.
here, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
I think the dust is still kind of settling on all this though, because everybody has just gotten, I mean, substantially bigger, with their big streaming deals and all this stuff. And I kind of think that everybody's still kind of finding their footing. Talent is kind of switching around between, because there's two, very different companies in this business right now. One is, an admitted just storyteller, entertainer, while the other one is more wrestling focused. And it seems like fans of either want the opposite of either company.
Well, and here's, to your point, was what I was going to make. That's my problem, is obviously my favorite thing about pro wrestling is a match that's really fucking good, that has a good story behind it. And AEW, a lot of really fucking good matches. WWE, a lot of really fucking good storytelling. But there's not a lot of both at either place. And that's where I lose interest, because I'm like, I'm not sitting here just for the promos and the storylines, and I'm not just sitting here just for the matches.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, if they could, my thing with WWE is it's become, especially in the Netflix era, the fucking celebrities there every night, and it's just so fucking corporatized now that I'm just like, I lose a lot of interest in it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look who's here. Like, I don't give a flying fuck. Like, I really don't. I want to see a good match with a good story. And then AEW is just like nonsensical. Here's a bunch of cool matches. Like the other night, they had Megan Bayne and Chris Statlander in a match. Why is that on a Dynamite? Yeah. Those two should have a build up to a fucking pay-per-view. Get them in a tag match, or something.
Yeah,
a build up. You don't just blow your load immediately. Oh, Megan Bayne's in AEW, Chris Statlander's back. Oh, let's throw him in a match.
Yeah. It's definitely an issue, man. And I think with WWE, like you look at like the New Day story, that's just at the precipice of maybe being super interesting. Then you look at like the Sammy story. Okay, him and Kevin again. That's kind of at the precipice of being interesting. The only thing that's really super interesting for me in WWE, and it's starting to grow stagnant, is the Bloodline. And that, what I mean? We're definitely at the tail end of the fucking Bloodline, but I still am interested in it. It's weird, man. I think you nailed it on the head, Big Rig, with the matches are super great in AEW, but they don't there's no reason to give a fuck about them. And then you have every reason to give a fuck about all the stories in WWE, but they're just like, oh yeah, here's Quavo. You know what I mean?
Seriously, like
smoking a joint.
And now Quavo.
They do like here's and then their matches are like, they had a fucking 2 out of 3 falls match against DIY and the Motor City fucking Machine Guns, and they ended it on a fucking DQ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did watch Royal Rumble. That pissed me.
The fucking blue balls I got from watching that. I'm like, are you joking?
Yeah, I didn't want to see Machine Guns lose. I didn't want to see DIY lose. I would have rather seen one of them lose than that.
Yes.
The fucking, what's it called? The Street Profits could have came out afterwards.
Yeah.
That was hot garbage.
That was I was watching it with Hazel from Ramble Mania. Y'all know Hazel. Well,
Yes.
Big Rick does.
I do.
And
Shout out Hazel.
shout out Hazel. And yeah, and I came across with this conclusion that like the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Oh yeah.
And that's the way I felt about it and I'll agree with you. I think Jey Uso was a surprise, but I wasn't really excited about it. And that's just an opinion, but it didn't really make me go, oh yeah, that was the greatest Royal Rumble ever. It was more of a happy for the guy.
If my 6-year-old wasn't as into Jey Uso as he is, I don't think I would care this much. Because I mean, I'm in the same boat. I like seeing him win it because I've followed his career for so long.
Yeah.
But he's not my guy. But he's definitely my son's guy. So I think it's like I don't know. It's almost like it's like watching your kids play with your Ninja Turtles. You're like, oh yeah, go ahead, son. Like,
don't fuck him up.
That being said, the alternative, which would have been John Cena and maybe CM Punk, maybe Logan Paul, I would have not been happy with those either.
Yeah.
I don't think CM Punk needs a title or a title shot. I don't think John Cena needs a title shot. He should just ride out in the sunset, do a couple of pay-per-views and see ya. And
I disagree.
You want him to have a championship?
No, not
do.
necessarily, but I want to dangle that carrot out there because it makes for a good story for the rest of his, farewell tour.
And I'm
Sure.
fine with him losing, going for it one last time and losing and just being like, all right,
Sure.
that's it.
I'll agree with you on that. But Logan Paul should be world champion. No, I'm just kidding.
God, don't even fucking.
Thanks for joining us, Dave.
And booted.
I want Cena to win the 17th. I know I'm in the minority on that. I think for me,
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I'm just saying if the story dictates it, I wouldn't mind him losing it either.
I'm a fan of history. I want him to win and then go out by giving it to someone fresh, like an Austin Theory or something. You know what I mean? Someone who we wouldn't expect to beat him in his last match type shit. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, Austin Theory needs to change his fucking gimmick. He is the most boring fucking heel ever.
Isn't he just his tag team partner? Isn't that his gimmick? He's
What's
just
that?
his tag team partner.
Yeah,
Grayson Waller. Yeah,
I mean, both of them are. They're good
personality.
talkers, but their gimmick sucks.
Yeah, I think putting them together was like, oh, these guys are both hot. Let's put them together. Fizzled them both out.
Yeah.
I tell you this: the booze that he got, that Austin Theory got when he was facing Pat McAfee a couple years ago at Mania. He was on fire. I was telling Justin when we were in the crowd, like, this guy's going to be a world fucking champion.
Yeah, when he was like Vince's guy or whatever. Yeah,
bro. When he started
doing the dumb Austin in NXT when they went full rainbow, I think he was more popular then.
Oh, when he was part of fucking what's the name with Johnny Gargano? Part of the Way.
Yeah,
when he was like kind of a dumbass.
Yeah.
But he was a lovable dumbass.
Silly. Remember that? Yeah, he was more popular then than he is now, I feel like.
And realize he's like 25. We got time for him to figure
poor guy.
I can't think
Money
of
in the Bank and cashed it in on what the was it the IC or the US title? It was a secondary title.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I can't think of a good Austin Theory match. Now that I think about it.
And he's a good wrestler. It's just WWE does not set their matches up to be wrestling matches.
Him and Cena's match was okay, but it wasn't a 5-star. I don't think he does have any 5 stars now I'm thinking about it, man.
How do you guys feel about Sonya Deville?
She has the worst go away heat. I think besides Raquel Rodriguez, I can't stand either one of them. Raquel Rodriguez's gimmick is I have a back and I'm kind of tough. That's her whole gimmick.
Her Sonya Deville's go away. He was so good, she got fired.
Exactly.
God, you read that? She thought she was getting a new deal, and the phone rings, and it's whatever. She knew it was a WWE number, and she thinks it's her. They're offering her a new deal. Instead, she gets a release.
Wait, is she hated
Ouch.
now? I missed that memo. Does nobody like her? Or
It's-
because all the comments I
have
saw online.
me personally, I'm like, if we're going to, if Revolver's running a show and they're like, Sonya Deville's here, I'm not gonna be like that pumped about it. You know what I mean? I don't have a desire to see her. I haven't seen any matches with her that I'm like, wow, she's a fantastic wrestler. And none of her promo work was anything to shake a stick at, in my opinion.
My cousin is super gay, and she can't stand Sonya Deville because she feels like Sonya Deville's character is, oh, I'm a lesbian. Love me because I'm a lesbian.
And that's the problem I have with most people is that they don't have any personality outside of I'm
One
this.
directive.
Yeah. And it's annoying. Like I don't like. Okay, you're Latino. There's millions of Latinos that wrestle. What makes you so special? Show me what makes you special. You know why Rey Mysterio is so popular? Because he showed people what made him special.
Yeah.
And the fact
His
that
son.
he had the best, his son, not gonna lie, as much as I don't like Dominic, he's really become
he's grown into it.
For sure.
He's grown a lot as a character and as a wrestler.
I want to see him get really buff over the next few years and make it to world champion levels.
And just
His
look like
face
Eddie
turn is
Guerrero.
going to be incredible.
Oh, dude, and he's going to come save his dad at some point near his dad's end, and that's where we're going to get that face Dom.
And
That's
get
probably
that,
around 45 or so, and we're going to see him in a world title match.
like you said, dude, he's going to get yoked and be like, get that Eddie, like V shape that Eddie had there in the glory days, and then have the moveset of his old man, like a hybrid.
I don't know how long it takes to get yoked, but I feel like he's been working out for the past 3 years, and he still looks the same.
That boy's just skinny.
Well, he only
Skinny
eats
boy.
nuggets.
He only eats chicken tendies.
That's the problem.
But
another thing that happened, fucking Penta.
Yes.
My mind got blown with him being like, it's just so weird. Oh, and Ricky Starks. It's like, it's just so weird seeing all these day one AEW guys.
And so the Ricky Starks thing, I think, was a direct result of he was good friends with Punk, and he got blackballed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
are you guys part of my channel on Instagram?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Somebody said 55 Problems, who's like the number one guy on my comments and in the chat. Shout out to him. He said that he's on the fence, or he's on the group. What do you call it? He's on the side of things where he thinks that Ricky Starks was supposed to win the AEW World Championship against Punk. I'm on that same boat. I think that was the plan from the start, because what happened the next time, or the next episode of, I think it was Dynamite or something, when Punk got fired, and he comes out and he cuts a promo and he says, I'm hurt, I'm confused, blah, blah, blah. I think he was supposed to have his time, and they took it away from him because they took Punk away from him.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now he's going to get his what he deserves eventually, which is the NXT. Well, he deserves more, but the NXT championship will do.
Here's my thing though, man. Jordan Grace should not be on NXT.
I disagree. I think if she goes,
dude, she is a main roster fucking talent.
Absolutely, but if she goes and runs rampant and puts on some classics with Lash LaRose, Stephanie Vaquer, fucking Julia, and rocks the rest of this year to like SummerSlam-ish, bro, I'd give it, put strength behind her.
Hey, so listen here, buddy. No, I'm just trying to like figure out still to this day. That's another thing that just irks the shit out of me with WWE is who makes the decision to some of these talent that like who goes up in the main roster and who goes to NXT, because Jade Cargill went up to the main roster, no problem. But Jordan Grace goes to NXT. Ethan Page, who's been in the fucking industry for how long? Close to 20 years, goes to NXT. I thought that was for like the young guys. I don't know how they determine that.
I know it's weird for me to watch because, like, I'm a huge Dragon Lee fan. What the fuck is they doing with Dragon Lee? They bring Penta in, and Dragon Lee's just like, oh, I'm in catering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's one of the greatest luchadors on the fucking.
They've been doing that
planet.
with luchadors for years, man. If you're not Rey Mysterio, you're not going to get TV
Well, now Penta's the new Ray, so he gets all the fucking.
for
TV.
now.
Speaking of
Yeah,
Penta,
for now he's gonna get push, and then they'll fucking forget about it.
I'm think about
Go ahead.
Penta, man. I'm on the same boat with him as I am with Jey Uso. Is like, he individually, yes, very talented, can put on some good matches, but at the end of the day, I still just think of them and think their best work is as tag team wrestlers. And him without his brother.
Nothing beats the 2021 All Out with him and
2021
them
All
and
Out with the
Bucks.
Young Bucks and Lucha Bros is one of my favorite tag team
That's
matches,
what,
if not my
I think
favorite.
of when I think of Lucha Bros.
There's
That
got to
might
be
be-
something to the fact that my kids, like, we just bought a Penta and a Yeet shirt. You know what I mean? For my children, they're both all about those guys, and I'm in the same boat as you guys. It's not that I dislike either one of them. It's just like, all right, cool. It's not like something I'm super excited about.
Yeah.
Maybe those are young wrestlers now, and that's why we're not quite connecting. I don't know.
Do you guys think that some of these choices to put certain talent, whether that be in NXT or WWE, is it based off like just availability of what they can give them? You know what I mean? Because if you send an Ethan Page up to the main roster, who you taking time away from?
That
You
might
know-
be something too.
Well, God forbid if we have a soap opera in the middle of the ring and not a wrestling match. Like, that's what you're
No.
taking away from, really, is Roman Reigns mugging at the camera for 15 minutes.
See, and here's what I'm going to say too. WWE recently, which I'm glad that everybody has a job and everything like that. I'm not saying anything against that. They're doing a little bit of what AEW did. Remember when they just were signing fucking everybody and the roster got bloated and they didn't have time for everybody? That's what's kind of fucking happening in WWE a little bit. NXT is their roster is huge.
Yeah.
It's a pissing contest is what I think it is, because it's easy for Tony Khan and Triple H to be like, look what I got, because it's all about the big presentation. They both do it. It's this big presentation, big debut. Oh shit, I almost fell off my chair. Big debut, and then all of a sudden they fizzle out like a fart, and you never hear from them for like 3 or 6 months. Like, is Keith Lee still hurt?
He's been at the last few Dynamites, I believe.
Okay,
but here that's my problem with AEW. Like, Tony Khan is, and I love Chris Jericho to death. I really do. I love what that man has done for the business.
28 minutes and 50-something seconds in, Eric finally fucking admitted it.
I can't wait.
Loves Chris Jericho.
I love Chris Jericho.
I can't wait to hear
But-
that.
Brandon Couch is here right now.
There's a lot of times where, and I know that's his character right now, is people are like, fucking retire, get off my TV, and he's a heel and everything. But man, you got a lot of people on that roster that could benefit from that TV time.
Yeah.
And Brian Keith is the fucking man. He's just sitting there with him.
But he's on TV.
I mean,
He's get-
I'm
I mean-
glad, but that dude's got way more character work than just yelling during Chris Jericho promos.
There's got to be a significant change in the creative for AEW if they want to continue.
I need more Costco guys.
Honestly, that shit was hilarious, man.
Roll your eyes at me, Mike.
I don't know. I hate tribalism to begin with. It's annoying. I'm so tired of getting on social media and people are like, "Oh, look at this AEW show. Nobody's on the hard cam side. Oh, they're at smaller venues." There were
I'm
people
so tired
bitching
of
about
that,
the
too.
size of the ring at Grand Slam Australia. Shut the fuck up and watch what you want to watch. Don't compare the two. It's stupid.
I don't know.
But if
Revolver's
you-
way better than GCW. Maybe I'm tribalist there.
I'm
Well,
definitely tribalist.
I think
I'll be
you're
tribalist
okay
there.
if you're tribalistic towards some indie show.
That dude,
It's the
thing.
main.
I got tired of that yet. I still I look so forward when I know that I'm going to a fucking we don't even have to be a Revolver, but when I know I'm going to a Revolver show with these guys, I don't give a fuck. I still look
Yeah.
forward to that like I did Monday Night Raw as a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have so much
But
fun.
you guys have so much stock in it. Like you have a lot of sentimental value put into.
Yeah, for sure.
And I
And
think
well, they
that has
make
something
us
to
they
do
make
with
us
it.
care. That's
Yeah.
the thing. They make us care.
I mean, July this year will be 2 solid years that we've been sponsoring them. You know
Right.
what I mean? That's a significant amount of time for us to back a company because we do fucking believe in it. And to be fair, Sammy does quite love Big Rig, so it's like a family atmosphere.
He does. Did you see this yet, Dave?
Oh yeah, show him.
I want to see
Look at
it.
this.
We found proof.
We have proof.
Let me tell
That me and
you
Sammy
about my
love each other.
best friend.
Let's hear it.
Proof.
Oh, a
See-
warm embrace.
Yeah.
People kept feeding Sammy alcohol at the Indian.
Look at that.
It's
You know,
beautiful.
afterwards, he's like, "I'm kind of drunk. I'm
I
gonna."
love you, man.
He's a hugger.
Bring it in.
Mike, I can't find the overlay. Never mind. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Just says Dave.
Hi, it just says Dave. But yeah, they make us care. And we've, obviously invested a lot into them and we religiously go to their shows. We're excited to see them expanding. They're running a show in Chicago,
Yeah.
April 5th.
What? Wait a minute. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'll be there.
April 5th.
In our corner, come hang out with us.
Hmm.
I know at least
Me-
one or two of us is going to be there. I don't know about all three. It might be all three, but I know for sure I'm going to be there.
It better be all three.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna riot.
See if I may very well be there.
That's fine. Just know that we're not sleeping in Chicago. We're driving back.
Well,
the same night.
You guys can't spend the night.
Emmy
You
is
guys
going. Normally that would be my weekend with Emmy, but she is going on vacation that weekend.
Oh,
So I
Right home?
yeah. I'm more than likely like my plan for Chicago is to go up extra early so I can go have lunch at Giordano's on Van Buren.
obviously.
Then I want to walk around and Grant Park for a little while, which is where the fountain is from Married with Children.
Yes, it is.
I want to hang out there for a
Ah,
little bit, and then I want to go to the venue. I
And
like-
maybe we hang out with our good friend Dave.
Yeah,
Maybe you do.
hang out in Grant Park.
Grant Park.
Yeah, downtown,
Grant Park.
downtown Chicago.
Oh yeah.
By the way, Dave, I got a bone to pick with you.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
I was in
Right.
I was in Chicago for a week last July.
We're sorry.
Come back. Last July, I was in Chicago for a week, and I
Mhm.
texted you and I called you, and I received zero response. I was going to come see you,
you
and I received no response.
Sir, I apologize.
Apology
And-
accepted. That's all I needed.
Okay, thank you.
He's not mad.
Great.
He's just disappointed.
I did not have sexual. No, I'm just kidding.
Me neither.
No, I was up in. I was outside of Chicago. I was at where the hell is that? Strasbourg? Does that sound right?
You know what?
No.
Maybe you didn't call me enough.
Schaumburg. I was in Schaumburg. Illinois.
Schaumburg. That's an hour away
Yes.
from me. You should have
Yeah.
tried harder.
I did.
She said.
I tried really hard. Yeah,
I gotta show you guys something. Hold on.
absolutely.
Actually, keep talking. I gotta find it.
But
Sorry.
yeah, like
So good.
That is so good. Oh
Dave,
my
that
god.
needs to be your new profile picture.
That's like the worst picture of me too, with my face and the double
It's
chin.
amazing. I love
There's
it.
not, but to be fair, there's not many pictures of you.
Is that the picture that we took together?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why.
That's I think that was AEW
Look at that
house
hair.
show.
Jesus.
You look like Liam Lynch. You know who that
Liam,
is?
I don't even know who that is. Who's Liam?
Just
Lynch?
my United States of whatever.
No idea what you're
Hold on,
talking
let me
about.
look it
He buys Jack Black's
Look it up.
sperm in the show.
My United States of whatever. Oh my god, dude. You say I look like that, dude?
It's Liam Lynch, man.
Holy fuck. Am I that ugly? Oh man.
I happen to
That's
think Liam Lynch is
unfortunate.
quite handsome.
Oh, Dave, I stumbled upon the video the other day you made of when we were leaving the Revolver show.
Oh
You
yeah.
called- That was great, dude.
That was a good
That
one.
was good. That was good
I
content.
need more of those, man.
I had to remake it and add me in and tell him that you met Corey from Pawn Stars.
Yeah, I got yeah. Look at this. Okay, we got Matt. What did he say? What did I say? Seth Rogen, Matt
Yeah.
Damon. Who else?
No,
Freddie
you're
Prince.
Jr.
You gave me Freddie Prince Jr.
Oh, Freddie Prince Jr. And we got the guy from Pawn Stars. And you guys just beat the shit out of me.
Or you could spike your hair up again and be Guy Fieri.
Shut
You
up.
want me to spike? Oh, there you go.
No,
Yeah.
if you rewatch the intro video, Cephas has got a real Guy Fieri vibe going on.
You gotta go. I'll go, hey,
That's why I
I'll
hate
go like, hey man, drivers, dive-ins and dives, right?
You want to go to Flavortown?
Flavor.
You son of a
Yeah, you ready to go to Pound Town? Wait, that came out wrong.
Wait,
I'm
that's
sorry.
wrong.
Wait,
That's not the catchphrase.
That's somebody
You
else.
gotta
That's
pound
somebody
down.
else's catchphrase.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I
gotta
yeah,
find-
man. April 5th. I can actually tell you where they're. What's the theater they're running at?
I don't know.
The amphitheater.
The house.
Oh
that
my
Jordan-
God.
The house that Jordan built.
Who's Jordan? Jordan who?
Michael
Jordan
Jordan?
Sparks? Oh. I knew that.
God
damn it, I'm outta here.
Gosh darn it. Hold on. Logan Square Auditorium.
Dave's not here, man.
Oh, I've been there before.
Where is that in relation to downtown?
I think it's more south. Hold on. Logan
It was-
Square Auditorium.
There was only a way to figure distance from one point to another digitally.
It's
All right, I
north,
don't need your sarcastic ass, no.
Northern Chicago.
Hold on.
Oh no. That's Cubs. That's Cubs fan country up
Oh,
there.
that is Cubs fans territory.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's very north of me.
I need a new Reds hat.
I mean, it's not too north though. That's not too bad.
Still worth coming out. It's right by
Still
your
worth
house.
coming out, yeah.
And something tells me that we're gonna have some pretty cool shit. I don't know.
I can give you who's already announced for it.
Let me
Uh,
see.
Gringo Loco will obviously be there.
Yeah, he's already got his match announced too, don't he?
Yes.
So yeah, him and Rich Swann, which we've seen before, and I cannot wait to see that again.
Oh god.
All
As
night
they tore
long.
it down last time. You know who BDE is? Wrestling YouTuber.
No.
Well, he's got like over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. He's been doing stuff with Revolver as of late, which is pretty cool. So Rich Swann, Moose will be there, Jessica Havoc, Elijah will be there.
Elijah.
Yeah, brother to
Yeah.
Elias
Hello.
and Ezekiel.
And Ezekiel.
I still
Man.
think Sammy
Great
should pay
family.
for all of them.
Great family.
They need all the brothers there for real.
I think Ezekiel's actually working with El Generico right now. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
Charity
Makes
work,
sense.
eh?
yeah,
Nice.
Makes
It's not weird,
sense.
you know.
You think
See if you guys
El
remember
Generico will ever
this.
come back?
Yes,
See if you guys
I
remember this.
guarantee you, at some point we see El Generico somewhere.
WrestleMania.
That'd be so fucking cool. I want like just randomly like let's get Kevin versus Sammy in that unsanctioned match, and let's have El Generico interfere, but it's like Chris Hero or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I
What?
would love to see that unsanctioned match. Like Sammy gets hurt beforehand, and El Generico takes his place.
Bro.
Run it back, Ring of Honor style.
It'd be even really cool because he's like, "Oh, you want to go unsanctioned? Well, fuck this shit. I'm Kevin Steen for this." And he's like, "Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Well, I'm gonna call my friend."
He's been working with the orphanages down in Mexico.
That would take the seriousness right out of this match. if
It
was
really
Kevin
would.
Steen
You
versus-
kind of think that, like, I don't know, like it feels like how many times can they keep going back to this well? I know it's a good feud, but like
You
have
can't
to make it bigger
honestly,
and bigger
I feel
every
like
time.
this has to be it.
No, I
Like, you
feel like
can't-
there's at least two more. There's at least a Hell in a Cell afterwards, and then there's at least a final one.
Yeah, I just don't know
What,
where that's
when they're
going,
70?
because
Yes.
Okay.
I felt like this was going to be like a bullshit payoff to this match and then set something up for WrestleMania. But the fact they went unsanctioned with it is kind of like, well, you already went there. You know, what else can you go with it?
Let me tell you something, brother.
Dude.
They've already wrestled at Mania. They don't need that anymore. I think at this point they just want to do cool shit with each other, and Elimination
Same.
Chambers in Toronto.
Yeah, that's true.
So, which by the way, are we still on for your place?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I haven't cleared it with the old lady yet, but I'm sure it's fine.
She'll get over it. She was
She
just
likes
talking about how we don't take enough pictures as a group anyway. So
Yep.
let's take pictures with your old lady.
Yeah, she likes you guys. So
My wife was making fun of me because I was trying to get, I can't remember what it was, but I was like, we're going to do, it was the concert that's coming up. I was telling my wife, we're going to do a triple double date. And she's like, I feel like you and Mike and Eric just take all three of us. And you're like, yes, play, get along. Yes, we do.
it's like
Yeah.
Tony Khan.
We want our wives to be homies.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. It'd be cool if they started a Mom World Order podcast. No, it wouldn't. Get off our shit. Don't start your own podcast.
No, that would be
that.
cool.
It'd be a hell of a
Uh,
feud. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We'd have to take out political ads against them and stuff.
They interview Mom Water.
Dude, Danny would cut the hardest promos on me. I'd be devastated. There'd be
Your
no coming
character-
back from that. She'd go in on
Cut
me
deep,
for sure.
bro. Cut deep.
Sucking the bottom lip.
I love you, honey.
They just go through and strategically interview the wives and mothers and sisters of everybody we've ever interviewed.
Yeah,
They're-
that'd actually be pretty cool.
That's a cool concept.
But yeah, man. Overall, we were talking about Revolver kind of branching out. It's cool seeing them run new places, new venues. I think they've been talking about wanting to run Florida at some point. I think that'd be cool.
Sign me up.
Because Dayton and Iowa are their two home base. Well, in Texas, they're kind of their trifecta of home bases where they run. So seeing them run Chicago is cool. They've been running Indiana a couple times. They ran Indianapolis, which that show was, God, that was awesome. That was so much fun. Dude, we got to see Steve Macklin and Paul Walter Hauser beat the shit out of each other. It was great.
Paul Walter Hauser really earned his. I mean, I already liked him as it was, but he really earned his, like, it was like after Jeff Hardy versus Undertaker. You know what I mean? When you're just like, yeah, go Jeff. That's how I felt about Paul. I was like, yeah, you fucking actor proved that you can be a wrestler. Like, such a
And
great-
not just any actor. This dude is like one of the hottest actors going right now.
bro. He's Chris fucking Farley,
I know.
and he's out there. He don't have to wrestle that hard, but he does, and that's why we love him, man. It's why he's earning his spot.
Did you guys
time.
finish Cobra Kai?
I've never
No.
watched a single episode, but I
Neither have I.
guarantee I'm gonna have to.
I thought they ended it very well. It was
Yeah.
a little campy, but I thought the whole show was kind of centered around almost a campy kind of,
Mhm.
cheesy vibe to it, just because it was originated in the show from the 80s. But the payoff, I thought that the finish, the final few episodes were very well done.
Oh yeah.
That's good. I always like to hear a show ends okay.
Yeah, it's a good payoff, man. It was the juice is worth the squeeze on that show.
Fuck yeah! I actually started watching Letterkenny just for the simple fact that Squirrely Dan started following me on
Dude.
Instagram, and everybody and their grandma. Once I've told them that, they're like, "You don't know who he is?" I was like, "Well, I know who he is. I just don't know." It's like, it's like if you meet Peter Frampton, but you never listen to his music.
Right.
You don't discuss the music. I
Talk
don't know.
about something else.
What are your first thoughts on Letterkenny after watching a couple?
Listen, I already knew it existed because of I remember seeing the wrestling scene where they like list a
Oh,
bunch
they're
of
making wrestling puns. Yeah.
list a bunch of puns back and forth, and I didn't realize how much of that show I'd actually seen scenes of.
Yeah.
So certain things are popping back up. I remember seeing the Shorzy, your mom's a slut or
Oh,
whatever the hell.
Shoresy's the best, dude.
Yeah, it's I've only watched an episode or two. I think I'm actually 3 episodes in.
Yeah.
But it's definitely going to be.
Have you gotten to the steak debate yet?
I don't remember it.
They're
I also was
literally-
watching at work, so
They're debating how to grill a steak, and it's one of the best debates they have.
I'm going to manifest it, Eric. I'm going to get that guy on the show just so you
Dude,
can
if we
be
have
all.
K. Trevor Wilson on this show, I will be the happiest motherfucker on earth. I really will.
Well, look, we already got Dave, and he's fucking.
You guys want to see a? I just want to
Hey,
show
man.
this.
Dave, I know you say
Come on
you
now.
haven't seen wrestling and for in a
Oh,
while
I
and
just
everything,
hold on, Mike. Hold the fuck on.
but
I just realized what this son of a bitch was wearing.
Do you see it? Wait, do you see it? I just wanted to show you.
Fucking, I can't believe you would have such a shirt.
Look at that.
Man, fuck you.
Hey, I just
But
want you all you'll
there's
know.
been somebody
you
in the
guys
crowd
won.
of the major.
You guys may have won the battle. We won the war.
Yeah.
Have you seen the people in the crowd that someone has you may have the natty, but you still haven't beaten Michigan in
Yeah.
so many days. Somebody's very
It's a
dedicated.
good feeling to know that we're sharing a national championship with you guys. We have custody.
Shut the fuck up.
Why did we invite you back on here? Goddamn.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've just been pissing you guys off.
Hold
I don't-
on.
I don't have a fucking dog in the fight, man. I don't root for either team, so
See,
Be right.
now Big Rig, on the other hand. Oh, he's coming back with some. He's gonna.
No.
he's got a
It was
Buckeye
it was
full
heartbreaking.
mascot uniform.
It was heartbreaking losing to Michigan. But you know what?
How many years in a row was that? I lost count.
4?
4. Yeah. Okay.
Is it 4? I think it's 4.
Yeah. It's 4.
Yeah, Ryan Day crumbles every time he plays Michigan. I
Ouch.
had a lot of heartbreak this year, man, because my actual number 1 team is Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
No way. Since when? You never
my
told me
whole-
that.
My whole life, yeah. I just always gave you shit because you were a Michigan fan and I liked Ohio State.
You
but-
motherfucker. I've known you for how long?
No, I do. I have a Jeff Samardzija jersey, Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, in my closet right now.
Dog.
When Ohio State and Notre Dame played in the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl back in like 2002 or whatever it was,
That's when the
I-
last time they won. Before.
I was rooting for Notre Dame, and they made it to the Natty this year, and they lost, and it made me a sad boy. And then Ohio State lost to Michigan, and I was an even sadder boy. But you know what? It is what it is.
Hey, I grew up an Aggies fan, so there's that.
Honestly, Notre Dame losing to Ohio State, it wasn't even like, oh, well, at least Ohio State won. I was genuinely upset. I was like, No, this stinks.
It's not who I wanted to win.
It should have been the
Um,
Catholics. I agree.
Well,
Let me
I'll tell you
ask
this:
you
the
guys
way
They
they
this.
deserve
played
it, you
defense,
know what
they
I
didn't
mean?
deserve to win.
Doing
Yeah.
good.
Not playing cover 2 on Jeremiah Smith. Are you fucking kidding me?
The
One-on-one?
the secondary called it way before the snap. The ball was snapped. He was like, "Hey, dude, hello,
He's right
this
here.
guy." Yeah,
Why am I
fucking.
covering this guy alone? The best wide receiver in the country.
That was that. It was more frustrating for me because my whole family are big Notre Dame fans, so I was
Yeah.
rooting for them. But to me, they were the lesser of two evils
That's
because
fair.
they're both rivals, and in my eyes, they both suck. But
No, my dad's mom and dad, my grandparents, my grandma and grandpa Maffey were diehard Notre Dame fans, and I grew up. I was forced to watch Rudy every weekend at their house,
yeah.
and you know,
Rudy,
still
Rudy,
one of my
baby.
all-time favorite movies, dude.
Yes.
But I got my first love has and always will be Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
and I learned something new. So this is why we come on these shows. Whoops. I
So-
learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Before we hit our hour and wrap up soon, I wanted to bring this up for all you guys since we're going to discuss wrestling tonight. And we'll start with Dave, I guess. Who do you think John Cena should face at WrestleMania? Do you think it should be for a title? And if you don't think it's for a title, who is your ultimate final John Cena WrestleMania match?
Logan Paul.
I think it makes sense.
Ugh, barf.
Makes sense.
You know it's really cool though that I don't have to think about Logan Paul. Wesley just challenged the Rascals and Ace Austin to a 6-man tag at TNA Sacrifice.
Huh. Sold.
Our boys.
Wow.
Sold.
No, but for real though.
Sorry, I just had to put that in.
Who?
Oh shit, dude.
I mean, who do you guys? I mean, it
I
has
think-
to be. It has to be like come full circle, like type match. You know what I mean?
I say Punk, man, just because I have fond memories of their previous feuds. There was a particular Monday Night Raw match. They showed the fuck out. And
Can Kurt Angle wrestle?
No.
No.
He just did an
Fuck.
interview with Van Vliet. Possible.
Fuck.
He's
For
still getting
me-
surgeries on his neck, dude.
I can't believe that I'm going to say what I'm going to say because there was a point in my life where I would have paid you to never watch this match again, but I would love to see him and Orton.
oh,
Yeah.
dude, someone brought up the story. I was reading an article the other day, and I don't know if it was from Busted Open or what it was, but someone talked about the scenario where it would be Cena versus Orton for the 17th title reign. And I was
God.
like, dude, Cephas talked about that fucking months, if not a year plus ago.
It would just make sense. He's got 14 championships. He would need to win it 2 more times before the end of the year and then have a 16 versus 16. And I think Orton should win it. And he should be
Yeah.
hell heel.
I'm with you.
Heel Orton is the best.
Bro, when he kicks
Yeah, I don't.
Vince.
Man, as good as CM Punk is on the mic, I cannot watch him wrestle anymore, dude. He's showing his age, and like
Wow.
I'm not knocking him for that.
But it's
It's what
against
it
Cena,
is.
though. And Cena is
But
exactly a spring
here's
chicken
what I'll
either.
say though: him against Cena would work
Yeah.
because they're both up there. You're not, it's not CM Punk against Logan Paul, somebody going a million miles an hour, and somebody that
My
gotta
fear is it's going to
hobble
turn
across the
into.
ring a little bit.
My fear is going to turn into Goldberg and Undertaker.
My wife says you leave Punk alone.
I'm just stating my opinion.
Listen, I there is definitely some rust in the old wagon of CM Punk, but for me, I think storyline is what is going to make sense for him. I don't need barn burner matches him versus Samoa Joe. I just need him to go in there and have a solid match with a great story. That's what I need.
I think CM Punk's got more gas in the tank than what Cena does, though. I mean, after like the feud with McIntyre, dude, I think CM Punk really, showed us a little something that that he's really, really devoted and serious about this run.
And his contract was for 4 years, so we still have a significant amount of time. You know what I mean? We're in our second, almost third year with Punk, which is crazy that we're already there. But
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, he came back last year at the elimination, at the end of the Elimination Chamber. So it's their second.
Survivor Series.
Okay, so it is over a year then. All right.
Was that what year was that?
2023.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time's flying, dude. That's kind of why I'm like almost like we were talking about earlier with Jordan Grace. That's kind of why I'm okay with her being in NXT, because I don't know, like I don't want her to suffer from going straight to the fucking roster and them not knowing what to do with her. If they fucking build her to be some kind of super badass and she beats all these people, what are you fucking fist pumping over there? What just happened?
USA just scored. USA versus Canada.
Let's go.
Let's
USA.
go.
They tied it up.
What's up, Joe?
Fuck yeah. Well, boys, let's wrap this thing up. But
don't wrap it up. Don't wrap. I never see you guys.
We can go a little longer.
What the fuck?
Down. Before we wrap it up, I do have a new question that I ask all of our guests. What's one thing you're grateful for right now?
Family.
That's it,
man. Me too.
Mm-hmm. My mom, my dad, family.
It's very important, man. If I didn't have my family, I'd be a lost motherfucker.
Yes.
Yep. Were you guys expecting something funny like Oreos? Because I could say that too.
No, we
Oh, okay.
We like genuine. We like genuine for sure.
Yeah,
we're trying
I
to
love
use our
Oreos.
serious game, man. We got like we just did an episode on bullying. We're about to do an episode on technology and children. Like, you know, letting your kids be on social media and shit like that. So we're gonna try to tackle the tough subjects of being a dad. So
I love that.
Can we add like music and video games and other things into that technology? Besides,
no, that's why I said that's why I left it broad with technology instead of social media.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to craft the questions like I did last time to make them make sense and fit in a flow too. So.
By the way, I sent you guys a throwback of the last time I was on with you guys.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Can we play it?
Yeah, please.
Hold on.
Please play it.
Is it good?
Let's see.
Oh my god.
Because I said
it's the greatest moment probably in podcasting history.
Damn. I still had blondish hair, it looks like.
Ooh. Like a faux hawk?
Something like that.
Can you pull it up?
I'm literally right now downloading the video on Messenger.
You the man.
I'm working on it. Just talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Oh my god.
Discuss.
Here's a topic. The progressive era was neither progressive nor an era.
Discuss. I'm feeling very verklempt.
Oh god. They brought her out for
I saw a clip of that, yeah.
Her
and Maya Rudolph and
it's oh god, man, it was so good. If you haven't got a chance to the SNL 50th anniversary show was fantastic. So much good nostalgia.
Can I ask
Bill Murray on the Weekend Update? Bill Murray, on there.
Who's that?
Bill Murray was on Weekend Update, and he was like, I'm gonna rank all the best Weekend Update hosts. The best African American host, and well, this is by default, Michael Che, because he's the only black guy that's ever done
it. Well, at least he won an award for it.
Eddie Murphy had a couple skits in there. I was really surprised by his involvement.
They had to back up the money truck to get those guys back.
I don't know, man. A lot of those guys love Lorne, though. I mean, I'm sure obviously they're compensated, but
that's how they got their start, man.
Yeah,
a
lot of those guys owe him. I mean, guys
I
like
can't believe it's
been
50 years.
Adam
Holy
Sandler,
shit.
All those guys, man. Think about the the Adam Sandler universe, man. The
God,
David
I would have
Spades,
loved
the
to
Rob
see
Schneiders, you know, I mean,
guys. I would have loved to see Norm Macdonald be
Yeah.
there. God damn.
what was that movie he had? Was it Dirty Work? You guys ever
Yes.
see that?
Yeah.
All I remember from that something about dead hookers in the trunk.
He
in a
just-
car dealership.
Dude, if you can ever find any of Norm's old stand-up bits or just him telling jokes, he's ridiculous, but just one of the funniest motherfuckers
He's
on earth.
so dry, but his delivery is just
Yeah.
Bro,
amazing.
He's like, I'll tell you who a modern day almost Norm Macdonald is Harlan Williams. Dude,
Yeah.
that guy, I've been seeing him on a bunch of like podcasts and stuff lately, and he's like, that guy will tell a story for 25 minutes and it can be totally made up, but he will make you believe that it actually happened. And like, there's times where like it'll be in the middle of the podcast, he'll say something really funny, they'll start laughing, and he'll go, "Well, you're gonna laugh. Maybe this isn't the podcast for me." You know, just little stuff
I like
like
when
that.
he-
It's so
when he
funny.
told Larry King he was deeply closeted gay.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, so you're gay?" No, I'm deeply
He's like,
closeted.
I'm deeply closeted.
Why would I admit to being gay? I'm deeply closeted. What is wrong with you?
God.
This is fucking
Larry
weird.
had no idea what to do with that.
No.
He did, dude. Larry was definitely like, "Huh?" Like,
I'm so confused.
all right, I got
Thoughts
the
of play.
clip processing right now.
And now,
Yeah.
great
So-
moments in podcast history.
Hey, he says it's the best of all time. We'll have
Brought
to
to you
see.
by
I think it's one of the best.
DWO Podcast. And
Well, we might have to post it on
Jay.
the Instagram, especially since you already isolated it. It makes it easy on us.
I did.
We just started doing that, by the way. We've been talking about forever, like making clips of old episodes and putting them on, trying to get people to watch them. Well, we just literally this week started doing that.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
There it is, right
Yeah.
here. Ready and
Let's go.
I love the one where he his neighbor is the woman that played his wife on Home Improvement. I can't remember her name.
Patricia. Fuck.
I don't think that's
But
it.
she's like struggling, like doing some kind of home improvement thing. I didn't even hear what you said.
Nice to meet you. I'm Patricia. Fuck. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Fuck, your table's right here.
It's pronounced Fook.
It's Patricia Richardson. That's what.
Oh, okay. That's different.
That's what.
You know what
I totally forgot about that.
bro, look at our upgrade though. Like, our graphics look better.
Yeah.
Everything about
Oh
us.
my
Yeah.
god, dude. That's so much funnier too, because I literally have been watching Home Improvement the past couple nights, like before bed. I'll turn on an episode of Home Improvement.
Bro, she is so like so you guys know I've been trying to get B and C list celebrities, right? So I went through like people on Home Improvement trying to book them, and I went to her page and I was like, I'm not even gonna fucking attempt this. She seems like she fucking hates everything. I don't
Yeah.
go click on her
Yeah.
Instagram for a minute. She literally just seems like she is so fucking mad that she exists. Like I don't
Patricia. Fuck.
think I fuck her.
Wakes up every morning just fuck.
It's like, dude,
Listen
like,
again.
She just looks in the mirror. Patricia. Fuck.
Christian fuck, yes.
I just love how he goes. Her name's Patricia Richardson. Oh, okay.
Patricia. Fuck.
Fuck.
I don't think
I
that's
don't
her
think
name.
that's it.
That
I
doesn't
don't
sound right.
Oh man, I got a bunch of cool shit coming up these next couple weeks, man. Got
Woo.
a WrestleMania party, got a watch party at your house, got fucking Horror Hound, got Revolver 3 or 4.
Revolver.
Whoops.
It's gonna be fun, man.
It's a Dayton, a
Indianapolis.
Chicago, and an Indiana show, and all within a month. Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I am a little upset because I only have so many daddy-daughter dances, right? And fucking my daughter's dance is on March 6th. I'm like,
Dude, I only get to do one because of just those situations with move-in and daughter, and stuff in school. I got to go to one, and there was like one dance with my daughter, dude, and I just sat there and I started breaking down. I started tearing up, and one of the other dads like put his hand on my shoulder, was like, "We've all been there, stud."
Oh,
So I'm already picturing what
I'm gonna miss
Cameron's wedding's gonna be like. I'm the daddy daughter dance. Jesus, I'm gonna be a hot mess.
A mess.
Where you think that? Imagine when your kid has a kid. Like that's even.
Hello.
I know
It's happening.
Imagine
It's happening right now, literally as we speak.
I'm literally
If
living.
you know this, Dave. Mr. Magnificent is a pawpaw to be.
I'm
Yeah.
your
getting
grandpa.
promoted.
Gonna be.
Somebody's
Congratulations,
feeling
man.
emotion.
First
you.
time, dude. You're gonna sob like a little bee.
Hey, I am the.
It's gonna be awesome, man.
I put the G. I put the G in grandpa, dude. So
That's right.
Nice.
So it's Crip walking, holding the baby.
That's smooth.
the
You
best
should use
pap-
that.
I'm the prettiest papal this side of the Mason Dixon.
That's right. Dave, I gotta ask you before we leave. You're a Bears fan, right?
No.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
Who's your NFL team?
I don't have one.
Oh, you don't have one. Okay.
No.
I thought you were
Nice
a Bears
try,
fan.
though.
I was gonna ask what your thoughts on the Ben Johnson hire.
Listen, as a guy who has nothing but Bears fans in his family, I'm extremely happy for them. I like the fact that they got somebody who's actually a sound coach. Well,
Right.
from what I've seen.
Not like the Jacksonville coach.
Liam Cohen. Duval. What a weirdo.
Higher.
Bro, that guy's
But
got
I do have a sour taste in my mouth for those Detroit Lions because they just lost a really good offensive coordinator. So I kind of want to see how they're gonna do next year. Kind of want to see how good Caleb Williams is underneath a new head coach.
I mean,
And an offensive guru at that.
Yeah, because he's known as the quarterback whisperer, I guess, because he gave Jared Goff. He got Jared Goff back to relevancy. So
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see how he does with Caleb because Caleb was a mess this year, man. I mean, that whole team was a mess. I mean, do you guys see that clip of the like cornerback or defensive back
Dude,
talking shit to all the fans?
I watched it live.
You were there?
No. Like I remember watching on TV and
the Hail
watching
Mary.
that Hail Mary, and then they showed the replay from the end zone, and I'm like, "The fuck's that guy doing?" And then
he was the one that tipped the ball.
Is he on his phone? What is going on?
Fucking idiot.
He was talking shit.
Yeah.
He was talking shit to the stadium.
I'm just glad the one Bengals game I made it to last year was the one that we whooped ass in. So
Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's definitely a good.
Well,
thing.
the Raiders were a train wreck too.
Abysmal.
I'll be interested to see how they do.
I wanted to ask how you
Carroll
guys felt
over
about the Super Bowl.
Well, I'm really glad the
that
Chiefs
was
lost.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That was, dude, the fact that they almost tied the record for sacks in a Super Bowl and never blitzed once.
Yeah.
4-man rushes the entire game, and they dominated.
It didn't even look like the same Chiefs. I don't know what happened.
It looked like the same Chiefs to me. They've been fucking half-assing all season. People.
Well, here's the thing. Like I was thinking, I was watching the game. I mean, obviously, and I was just like thinking to myself, what happened? Did Taylor Swift not pay the refs off, or like? I was just like,
here was the thing. There was that one call at the beginning that was like, it was like the offensive pass interference on 4th down. And it was like,
here we go.
Fucking go.
Yeah.
And after that, they let him play, man. Like there was nothing really questionable after that.
And it was one of those games where, during a blowout, the crowd kind of gets like whatever.
Yeah.
We're not really into it. But it didn't feel like that. It felt like every play, no matter what Philadelphia did, the crowd was going crazy because
Well, there was a lot of Philly fans there, it seemed like.
It was
Yeah.
70-30
Philly fans
Philly,
are
I
fucking
think.
crazy too.
oh my god, did you see the videos of them rioting?
Yeah,
Or
they
not
destroy
rioting, but
their city every time they win a Super Bowl.
celebrating, I guess? Is
I'm
that what you want to
afraid
call it?
if the Bengals ever win a Super Bowl, this city will burn.
They're taking
God
street
help.
lights.
God help Cincinnati, for real.
Yeah.
I never understood that.
Yeah,
like,
let's destroy our
As much
city.
as good positive feelings are in there when the sports teams are doing well, and like, especially like when the Bengals went to the Super Bowl and all the positive energy was around the city, for that to just turn into violence and chaos is insane.
Bro, I hate thinking about that. That shit hurts so much.
What's that?
Losing
Bowl?
the Super Bowl.
Oh
Dude, it was devastating.
Oh, that's right. Cincinnati
It's the
showed up.
Rams.
yeah.
Devastating.
I wanted them to win. So here's the thing. I'm not a like you asked me earlier, not a NFL guy. I don't have a team, but if I'm watching a game, I go for the team of the place I have affiliations with or I used to live
Mhm.
at. So Cincinnati, I used to live there. I
Oh,
go
shit.
for the Bengals. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know that?
Lived in
Well,
Mason.
Mason, yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty neat.
Really?
So,
He's a Skyline boy.
yep, Skyline, Kings
Oh, good.
Island,
Good for you, man.
you
Yeah,
name it.
I love wieners.
Okay.
Have you seen my wiener, Dave?
You like three ways too?
You want to see my wiener? Look at my wiener.
Wow, that's a nice wiener.
Yeah. Cheese
What do you
Coney.
think?
Is
what do
that
you think of
cheese?
What do you think of that belly?
Yeah. Champion.
I do
Cheese.
love that tattoo.
Cheese
That
Coney.
is extremely detailed. Holy shit.
We're about to get it done again. Finished up for the last bit. I'm trying to get
Who's
WWE
we?
photos
You
of
and-
it. My tattoo artist, Mike Ray
Oh.
at Broken Needle Tattoo.
Okay, cool.
But he's fan fucking tastic, man. Believe it or not, the guy fucking lost half the fucking fingers on his fucking hand and still is able to tattoo that way.
That's cool.
Insane.
That's dedication. If I lost all my fingers, I'd give up.
Bro, it like made him better. It's like he was like, oh, I lost most of the fingers on my tattooing hand. I'm gonna somehow figure out how to be better.
It happened after he was already an established tattoo artist.
Yes, so he had a flywheel on his bike, right? And I guess the kickstand wasn't working. He went to go put his kickstand down, sucked his fucking hand into the belt. Chopped this off, and the tip of this. He has this finger and this, so he can hold the machine. But bro, these
doesn't
guys
matter.
they've all got a tattoo from him. It doesn't hinder him. It's pretty cool.
You guys got the coolest tattoos in the podcasting game. Just wanted you to know that.
Darn tootin'.
That's how you know it, and it better be for life too.
Yeah.
I mean, even if this show closed tomorrow, DWO still for life. God damn it.
That's still
For
cool.
life.
This will
That's cool.
always be a great period in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's been so much positive that's come out of what we've done.
I feel
in the
like we
years
talk
we've been
about
doing
this a lot anytime I come on, but I am extremely, extremely, extremely proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Proud
man.
of where you guys come. Well, like, I don't know. I've had some W's. You guys had some W's, and I love seeing my friends. I like to call you friends because I've
We're
actually
friends.
met you guys,
Sure.
You are.
and I love seeing them succeed. You guys are the best. So
We're
keep
trying
up
to
the
set
good work.
ourselves apart, man. We started
No.
out as a wrestling podcast with a dad theme, and I think we've evolved into the opposite as a dad podcast with a wrestling theme. And we're getting more and more cool guests. Like next Tuesday, we have the third place finisher for America's Got Talent,
That's
Ryan
awesome.
Miller. We've got people coming from left and right, different styles of guests. We got local celebrities that are getting ready to come on. And we get more subscribers every day, which, by the way, there's a significant amount of people watching. Whatever you're watching on right now, whether it's Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, click subscribe, click follow, click like. Make sure you follow all of us on in the Instagrams and the the internets and whatnot.
The YouTubes and the Facebooks.
Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, man, we're trying like
the
hell,
thing.
dude. I'm really trying to book one of those guests that like people are like, fucking what? How did you get Bo Bridges? I don't know. I fucking made it happen. I want like just somebody that people are like, what the
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just, yeah, I want to see my friend. Like, even Ramble Mania, they're doing great. I saw their subscriber count go up, and I think that's awesome. Like, I'm happy where I'm at. I did what I needed to do. I had Punk comment on some shit. I feel like that's my magnum opus. It can't get any higher than that.
I mean, your
So
best friend was CM Punk. That's
I
That's a
made
big
it.
moment, dude.
No, I made it. At that moment. So
Yeah.
and I'm good, man. I'm good. So to see other people succeed in this is awesome, and you guys are just gonna keep growing and growing and growing, especially with this wrestling revolver shit. Like that's amazing, and the fact that you guys have like production and you guys got people on you like Tusslemania who will create intros like that. Yeah, you guys are gonna keep going. You guys are just like Cephas is saying, you guys are more than just a wrestling podcast. And that's
Love it.
exactly what we need. We have too many wrestling podcasts. We need more of this. So keep up the good work, guys. Seriously.
Thank you,
what we
man.
try to
Thank
tell
you.
the wrestlers, man. Like, don't worry about like coming. If you're a wrestler and you're coming on here, don't worry about having. What's your favorite match? What's your don't.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get this stereotypical.
I cannot tell you one time I've asked a wrestler that.
No.
Maybe in the
What's your favorite match?
very, very beginning. Maybe if even then.
Yeah, but we tried to like our goal with Al Snow was we wanted him to remember us, so we made him cry. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Steve Macklin remembers us.
Steve Macklin, I think that at this point I would consider Steve Macklin a friend, and that's just fucking cool. So I mean,
I'm saying Macklin's toenails.
That's it. He's holding my sign in the ring. I do not want to buy Macklin's toenails. But if you want to understand that, check out the Steve Macklin episode. It's available on all streaming services.
On there.
Watch, look, and listen, baby.
Yeah.
Right.
Make sure you check us out on the Wrestling Society Network, too. We got episodes on there as well.
Yep.
It's available on your Roku app.
And all kinds of other awesome content. Tons and tons and tons and tons of content. Shout out to them boys for doing their thing.
Absolutely.
Well, brothers. I do have to get out. I know I said I wanted to stay, but I gotta go.
No, you're good, man.
Shit up.
We can wrap it up.
For the people watching, tune the fuck in next time, man. Subscribe. Do all that shit. Eric's about to tell you all about all of that.
Please and thank you. I am about to tell you all about it. Dave, thank you so much again for coming on, dude. We missed you so much. Hopefully we can do this again soon.
You're welcome.
It's not make it so long next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And as always, we've been the DWO podcast. I am Big Rig Eric Matthew. He is Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. He is the wrestling t-shirt guy, Bo Cephas. And he is Dave of the Pro Wrestling Podcast. Make sure to check us out on all the socials at DWO_podcast, Facebook at the DWO Podcast, TikTok at DW_pod. Get that dad merch at Pro Wrestling Tees, T Public, or message us directly. Like, subscribe, listen, follow, all that good stuff. It really helps. Share it. That's a big thing. Share it to your friends, your family, all those people that just want to have fun and be entertained and watch a good show. And until next time, top dads.